EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. This defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Eluding the pressure right. Murray has the first down and more. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. The handoff goes to Gordon, running left, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Murray's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Now Gordon on first down. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Shotgun now for Murray. That's caught left side by Judy. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd and 7, Murray flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown Cardinals. Deebo Samuel, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. He takes this for 3 to the 29. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to pass. Tua. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. This is caught. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Moore now on the return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball,
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff. This is Gordon going left. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
A first down there on a pickup of 25. From the pistol, they run with Gordon. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. A Cardinal first down, Murray to Hopkins. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Play action. Now it's Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Deebo Samuel. His 2nd touchdown of the game. His 3rd on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the 31, Tua. Trying for right, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Cards will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Gordon, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Murray going to throw. And that is incomplete. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Play fake. Murray. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Murray. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Murray now. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Deebo Samuel as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Prater for the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken from about the 12. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Tua, a final shot before half. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Jacobs. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action, now it's Tua. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Second and 10. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers are back within a score. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Murray. He finds his man, complete. That's Nash. A gain there of 21 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. To throw is Murray. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Counter play with Jacobs. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Koo, up and good.
And that will tie our game here in the third. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I'm here, my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Watch the eye. Check.
They'll run on first down. Gordon, and he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Kill. Check 3.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. So 3rd down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brad, what were they thinking on defense there? It looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side this time. Here with Gordon. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. And just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They face a second down, but they are in field goal range. From the gun, they'll try to run it. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Seven yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Here's Tua. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain.
We say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now here's a timeout as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go.
And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Cardinals, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Niners, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.